We are back out here working on the RM125. I pretty much just got the seat on, the plastics. Couldn't get that little piece out that I tried welding out. I just can't get that out. So I just decided to tighten this piece down good and tight. It's holding on there, so that's gonna be good enough for now. And especially if I end up keeping the bike, it is perfect. So, bike is looking sick right now. I honestly can't believe how nice it's looking just with the plastics that I got with it. But right now, let's hone out the cylinder, so potentially we can get the top end rebuilt today. The Amazon truck did just drive by, so hopefully they have my fastener kit for the engine on this. But I have all these bikes out right now due to the fact that I just taught my friend, a quad guy, how to ride this 2023 TTR 125. That video is probably going to be out before this one, since I want to get that out really bad. It's a really funny video in my opinion, and I can't wait to get that out. But if you haven't seen that, go check it out on my channel. So this bike is pretty dirty, and so is my 22 YZ250F. They're both pretty dirty, so I'm going to have to wash them up later after I get the cylinder done, and potentially the whole motor rebuilt. So first step over here is I have to take the power valves out. I just have to take that bolt off, and then take this apart, and they should come right out pretty much. Yes, sir! I'm so excited right now. I just went to go check the mail on the TCR. And I just found that the shift lever and shift fork I ordered on eBay for $25 finally showed up. So now let's see if this thing shifts, bro. Oh my god. Yes, sir. You can't freaking find shifters for these things, so I just got a eBay shifter. Let's see how this thing looks. Quickly, I'm going to have to take off this whole cover, and I'm going to swap out the shift fork, since I actually just discovered that my shift fork things, like those, are actually bad on my shift fork I have, so thank God that shift fork came with it. Oh my god, dude. This is a legit savior for $25. Got the new shift fork here. You can see the difference in the wear, as you see if you look at the end of that. The thread type stuff is messed up, while the ones on this one are mint. And then you can also look at the end on the old one. You can see the wear on the teeth on it. It's kind of hard to see, I guess, without the good lighting. But this one has no wear on it, so at least very minimal. So let's just slide that on through. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's throw this shifter on here. More. It's a lot better. All right. Let's see. Will it shift? Please shift. Please. Okay, so that should be... Okay, that's first. It's rough. It's hard to really tell. I'm hitting the frickin' sprocket. Okay, neutral. Yes, sir. Okay, second. Should be false neutral. So there, that's third, I think. Fourth. Fifth. And that should be it. Oh, that's fifth. I am so happy that shifts. Yeah. Yes, dude. It shifts. The RM 125 motor shifts. That means I can torque everything down and put it together now. I guess I better get that top end ready. Dude, this thing is freaking mint, bro. Oh my god. Alright, everything is ready to throw together on the bike now. It shifts. The crank is very smooth when it cranks. The clutch spins. Everything hooks up. I got the bracket in for the kickstart assembly. And everything seems good. I think it's about time we get this together. I really gotta get this top end ready now, bro. Hopefully that's running, like, by the end of the week. Hopefully. Oh my god. Dude. Let's get this cylinder apart. Half turn. Okay, so about 2 turns right there. Spring comes out of there. Spring's a little messed up, but that will be okay. Ooh, look at all that fresh, old black oil. Okay, take off the top nose screw. I just pulled this right out, I think. Okay. Okay, and then I think I push it just right through the other side. This thing came off. Spring there. So this little tiny bolt goes right in there, and it holds the spring lever on. Yeah, see. Oh yeah, yeah, buddy. And then this should all just fall apart eventually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now I just gotta get these 2 bolts out here. Alrighty, I got those 3 screws out of there. They were really tight in there. I had to use the drill, and I have a bucket falling in the background. What the heck? Alright, so I think these should just slide out. So, all of it come out together, please. Yes, sir! Dude, that's fire, bro. And then I can just set those there. I'll clean those off with a rag, and I'm also going to clean out this area too with a rag eventually. But now the power valves are out. Everything's out for the power valves. Now I just believe I have to put some 2-stroke oil in the cylinder wall and hone it. I think that's all I got left to do now. Alrighty, pretty much I just got to put some Lucas 2-cycle oil that I have on there and get that on the hone too. And then I pretty much just start the hone spinning and then slide it in and out of the cylinder about 15 times apparently is what you're supposed to do. And then I gotta check the cylinder and see how it's looking and see how the cross threading is. But pretty much once I'm done, I will need a bucket of soapy water. So I'm using some Dawn dish soap. And that should be good. Now I just gotta fill that with water. Alright, now I will just let that fill up and get this 2-cycle oil out. Alright, got the soapy water, the oil, and the cylinder out. Now I guess get the oil on everything and see how this goes. So get some 2-stroke oil rubbed in here in the cylinder. A cup. There you go, that's all you need. Oil's rubbed in there nicely. I just realized I said on that. Damn it, dude, come on, bro. Stupid wind. Let's try this again. So, let's see how this goes, I guess. Oh, okay. Other side. Okay, so after some debating, I decided I'm going to stop honing it here. It's got a decent amount of cross hatching on it, and it's almost by the exhaust spot. It's like it's worn down on the nickel coating by the exhaust spot right in here. Just a little bit though, and it's just that one spot but nowhere else. And you got little scratches here and there that you can barely catch your finger on. But I'm just going to run it because I don't want to hone down that nickel coating all the way off in that spot. I'm just going to run it, honestly. See how it goes. Dip this in and out of the water, and then I'll get a brush and scrub it out. Scrub out the valves. I have gotten the cylinder honed down, looking pretty nice in there. Tried to clean out almost every single metal chunk, even inside all these little ports over here. I got almost everything out of there, and any other thing that's left in there is really small, so it should get pushed right out of the motor when I get it started. But I'm just going to give it a clean down and clean off some of the dirt that's on there and gasket material, and then get it together, I guess. Alrighty, that took a while, and that was a big pain, but we finally got this bolt tightened down. Honestly, I have no idea what the torque spec, well, the torque spec is 50 foot-pounds, but I have no idea what the torque spec actually is on this bolt, because it was so difficult to get the thing on. It legit took both me and my dad to hold the motor down and crank it, and we were pushing on it really hard, and I honestly, no idea. It wouldn't click at 30 foot-pounds at the torque wrench, so I just soaked it with Loctite. I think it might be at around 30 foot-pounds to 50 foot-pounds, but I have no idea. But hopefully the Loctite will hold it in there. But pretty much I just looked at the manual and noticed that I put the shifting stuff together wrong. It is supposed to be the spring and then this metal little cylinder thing. I have it metal cylinder and then the spring. So I have to just swap this around real quick. But that shouldn't be too difficult. I just have to take the shift fork back out, or the shift shaft, and then just take this little mechanism apart right here. So shouldn't be too bad.